everybody, Sonic Wolf here, and welcome back to another episode.
Hey guys, it's Bowen, aka Sonic Wolf, and this is the commentary video for episode 6 of Sonic Unleashed. Honestly, I don't know much backstory about this video, but I think what I do know about this episode is that I think the editing has been slightly improved. Yeah. Oh, I actually forgot about that cutscene. I just like when Amy just hugs Sonic like this. I look at the expression of Chip there. That's basically the expression I was getting when I see these two shipping. It kind of reminds me of the relationship with like the Beauty and the Beast scenario, if you get what I mean from that. Yeah, I do really feel bad for Sonic in that scene, because I know that he's always afraid of Amy, but he just didn't want her to, run away from him, Because I really think that he's been somewhat matured after he became a werehog. I think that's probably where his character just developed, I guess. By the way, I think this is a bit of foreshadowing towards the best cutscene later in the game. With Chip saying, you only look really scary, but inside you're the same as ever. That's probably one of my favorite quotes in the whole game. And I think this is also a bit of a moral lesson. Now, I love the music for the night village in Spagonia. Oh, this part. This part is where I felt very uncomfortable. I mean, it would have been tamed like 10 years ago, but looking at it, I just think it did not age very well. If you want to know what I mean from that, with the professor's assistant, he suddenly just turned into a bogan from hell. Yes, he suddenly became a bogan, and he's the type of people that I really hated in real life, and I'm not kidding by that. If you want to know the backstory, about 3 years ago, I think it was in 2024, I think, when I first moved out, and I remember at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I was in a fast food restaurant just having lunch as normal. And then all of a sudden, I found a couple of cans that were empty, and I just kind of chuckled because I thought, ooh, free money. And then all of a sudden, this bogan right here, he suddenly took it personal and just said, hey, are you laughing at my jokes? And I just didn't know how I would react. Because, one, I don't know who the guy is. Second, I wasn't really laughing at his jokes. It's just more like a self-laughing kind of scenario. Not directing at people, just itself. And then, all of a sudden, he suddenly threw food physically at me, like he wants to have a fight. And it was really at that moment where I thought I was literally gonna be dead. That is the most uncomfortable experience I ever had in my life. It wouldn't really surprise me if he really did that to other people and then ended up in jail for like 5 years. It wouldn't surprise me if he is that in real life. And it was at that moment where I now feel kind of down and depressed and decided to feel very anxious about being around or near people. I think that's where it really started. Yeah, it was all due to a big misunderstanding, and I hate these kind of people. No kidding. Now, I really... Yeah, you feel horrible. You deserve that, jerk. Now, back to the actual game. I love the setting for Spagonia. Especially the music, the atmosphere. It's pretty much like a combination between like France and Italy and a bit of Spain in terms of the art style and the culture. Here's a bit of a weird dream, which I really love to happen in real life. I would really love to be at like a really good cafe shop, probably anywhere in the country, and I would really sit with either my girlfriend or my wife, or basically any of those type of relationships. Just any of one of those, like a girlfriend or a wife would be pretty good. And we'll just sit on the table, have a nice cup of coffee, and just kind of enjoy a calm, relaxing chat, if you can call it. Because one, it would feel happy, and second, it's kind of something that I can't really explain this. It would have been really nice to really be in a really good relationship, and also kind of share a coffee with them and just have a chat. That's probably one of the biggest dreams I would love to happen in real life. And I think this might be the starting episode where I start to get very complicated. Because as you can see in that face cam, that is the laptop I am using. Yeah, it wasn't until like 4 episodes that I started to use that with capturing game footage. Yeah, I actually remember I used that laptop to record the gameplay footage, and it wasn't in Sonic Unleashed when I did practice runs on. Oh god, that explosion. I think it's when I did Mario Kart 64, and then I tested it on, I think it was Zelda Twilight Princess, and then it was here that I did capture the footage until 4 episodes. Yeah, I think this has been a improvement with the editing, because I just fast forward it, and no crazy music or sound effects or anything. It's just a simple fast forward cover up, because with videos that are more than 15 minutes, especially the raw recordings, I just took a section, mostly fight scenes, and just speed them up to pretty much reduce the amount of runtime. And yeah, that was the excuse and the reason why. Now, despite the fact that a lot of people really dislike the night stages, I don't really dislike it fully, but I do understand the reason why the night stages were disliked by so many people. Oh yeah, this is the part where they have the dark energy keys. I'm still really mad they never really called them dark energy keys, which is the official name. It is never said anywhere in the game. It's only if you look it up on the Wikipedia page or the player's guide. It's still annoying how they don't really say it anywhere in the game. It's really weird. Oh god, that hair. Like, did you see that hair there that I'm having? I really hated that haircut. I really hated most haircuts that I'm having. And I think one of the scariest haircuts that I've ever seen, and that became like a trend for so many people, are basically haircuts that look like broccoli haircuts, and they freak me out because, no offense to so many people, but whenever I see people having broccoli haircuts, I just instantly think of them as annoying TikTok people. That's what I personally feel like whenever I see that type of haircut. And again, like no offense to them, it's just the way you look at things, you know. Now, with the complicated thing for this episode, I remember I was making a document, a Word document, and I was writing down some notes, you know, such as the continent and also the acts, basically structure exactly where all the items are in this game. And yeah, I dropped pretty early because I went completely arrogant and way too cocky
Alright, but
because I was going too hard too fast.
we'll go downstairs.
Yeah, look at that runtime. 5 minutes in this first act.
I don't know, it just like became like a voice actor.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I really understand why I hated the night stages on not on a personal level, but just more of a poor executed scale. Because on the Wii version, they go for roughly 5 to 8 minutes, and they would go for about 3 to 5 acts, depending on what continent you do it at. And yeah, that was the first instance of the green dark guy energy. And yeah, as you can see, the text has been somewhat improved because I added an outline, which makes it a lot easier to read.
Not get that ring because
I kind of just lost track. I just...
sneaky.
I kind of forgot. Oh, right, of course. Yeah, so that was the times and acts for the Wii version. Now, the Xbox One, it's even worse, I guess, because there's roughly one act, and they go from between, I guess, 20 to 40 minutes for each act. It depends on what
Just got
continent you do it at, so it runs way longer than the Wii version.
if it was over 30 minutes.
I do understand why people dislike the night stages, but I just wish it was evenly balanced.
Dark Eyes Park, I was
You know, such as half of the whole game is day stages and half of it is night stages.
and the next one I think is going to be
It just wasn't really properly balanced. So I think that might be the reason they decide to go night stages a lot more than day stages.
3, 4, 5, 6.
There's a lot of items here. Half the items I didn't even know where they were when I first played this game.
So, in the next episode, we are going
Yeah,
to
it was really difficult for me to figure out where the items are, especially
levels
in text instead of actual videos visually showing where it is.
last